Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Picksburgh. This is Anthony, and thank you so much for joining us for the Entrepre-Doers morning show. With me, as always, I have my co-hosts, Nate Everydamn Hustlin and Tommy 2.0, the Bargain Effect.
Good morning.
And we got a special guest this morning, Adventures in Reselling, Victoria.
Hey, guys.
So, yeah, I'm excited that everyone was able to make it. Sorry that we were a few minutes late. We were having difficulties with the link.
My fault.
Yeah, no big deal, man. It happens. So how's everyone doing today? I see Steven Scroggins is in it to win it. It's 2 days in a row now, Tommy, that he's been the first one in chat.
Oh, really? Oh, shoot. All right, yeah, I got to start keeping track of that, huh? I am so out of sync here.
Yeah, yesterday was the first episode for the month.
All right.
Steven was the winner. Well, not winner, but first in chat.
He was yesterday, too, both days?
Yeah, today and yesterday.
All right.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay, so let me pull up my chat here over on the YouTube side since it's so slow on StreamYard. Go to live chat. So Steven was first one in chat today. And then followed by Justin Jacobs. We got Tommy. We got Reseller King. What's going on, my man? BK Vending and Flipping. What's up, Matt? Kelly Tom Mom Ward. Good morning. Yeah, I know what you mean. She can't find a mug she sold. I'm like that with almost everything I sell. Jamie Rumstump Reseller, what is up? Steven says his eBay sales are in the crapper. Mine basically just got out of a coma, so I feel you. Hip Flipping Mama, what's up, Kelly? You're up early today. Siosa Sales, what is up, Lisa? Saw you last night on Jenny and Victoria's show. Reseller Man, what's going on, my man? Couple of pickers. Hey there, Lisa and Rob. Michelle Lathan, good morning. Got the Reselling Addicts in the house. There we go. Jenny and Jeff, what's up, guys? Got Lisa C. How's it going down there in sunny Florida?
Which was sunny here.
We got Old School Picker. What's going on, Chris?
It's cold in Florida this morning.
Yeah, but what's cold? 70 degrees?
That'd be like
I need to put a...
Uh-oh.
I go in and out. I don't know why.
I can hear you. You're just frozen.
I don't know what's wrong with my internet.
No big deal. It happens. We have Dino Mac. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Just Me Kathy. Good morning. What's up, Alexis? Good to see you. Did you hit 100 yet? I know you were getting close. Stephen Scroggins just hit 100?
A couple of pickers says it's 40 there. Where are they again? They, you know?
I don't know.
Where are you at, a couple of pickers?
Hey, what's up, Anthony? Bluegrass picker. Good seeing you, my man. Tracy, good morning. T-Slips.
Oh, glad that's not me.
DC Sales, the master of the license plate. What's going on? Tracy, uniquely me. Good morning to you.
32.
Oh, you're right. You're right, Nate. It is warmer there.
Told you. North of Tampa. Wow. I don't even know what it is here in Pittsburgh. I haven't been outside yet today.
32 degrees. Nate just showed it.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the chat.
We're only 8 degrees colder than Florida, so you know.
3 degrees warmer than here. What do you see? Got
46.
It's a balming 46 where Victoria's
It's
at.
still cold.
right now. 46 would feel like a heat wave. I'd probably be out there fishing and playing in the yard.
Kelly says it's 46 in Houston, too. Wow. What's up, Philly Picker? John, what's up, my man? Dad's Vintage Garage. All the way from Virginia. Eric Bischoff, good morning, my man.
Basically, the whole United States is freezing today. Florida and Houston are at like 40s.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That sucks.
Yeah, good day to go dumpster diving. Probably they don't smell as bad when they're cold, I'd imagine.
Touche. I guess it depends on what dumpsters you're diving into, though. Like, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't really jump into like the stank, like food having dumpsters.
Yeah, well, I usually I'm in cardboard box dumpsters, so I don't get too much stink. But I see people that are out there, they're diving Aldi's and all of that. It's like,
Yeah, no problem, Alexis. I understand. I do the same thing. What's up, Craig? Good morning to you, dude.
oh, check out my new coffee cup, man. I got it at the bins.
Ooh, I like it.
Nice.
Look at that.
At least you have a prescription for it now.
Right? So what's going on today?
Well, today I kind of just wanted to kind of showcase Victoria, kind of let her share her channel, what she does, get to learn a little bit more about her. You know, so that was kind of my plan for today. So do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, Victoria?
Sure. I'm Victoria. I have the channel called Adventures in Reselling / Victoria. I've been reselling for, I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 months now. I'm not sure. Started out with Amazon. Actually, when I first started out, I was working full time and I hated it. I'm not going to say that. I hated the work. And so I was looking on YouTube, trying to figure out something to do. And I don't remember whose channel I came across, but I came across somebody's channel and they were talking about Amazon, how you can sell on it. I always thought, I never knew that Amazon had personal sellers like like us. A lot of people don't know that. And so I looked into it. I applied for an Amazon account, took forever to get it. And then finally I got it. And then I started buying for Amazon. But that got really expensive really fast. So because I was buying, even though I was buying clearance stuff, I mean, when you're paying $5, $4, $3 for an item, and you're trying to get, 200 to 500 items in a store, it gets really expensive. And so then I was looking at eBay. So I started searching eBay videos, and I just kind of stumbled into the community. And so I tried eBay, but I'm not as good at eBay. So I mainly do Poshmark, and I just started doing Mercari, and I love Poshmark. So gone. Okay, now I'm back. So that's my story. I mean, how I became, started selling.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How long you been selling on Poshmark?
maybe a month and a half. Maybe not even that long.
Kill it on Posh, though, don't you?
What?
Don't you kill it on Posh?
I do. I mean, I don't do as good as some of the people, but I think I do pretty well. Like last weekend, I had a sale and I sold 13 items. So, well, last week, I should say. But does it show you on Poshmark how long you've been a person? I mean, how long you've been a person? How long you've been on there?
I don't know if it does or not, to be honest with you.
I'm not sure either.
Let's take a look.
Might say under the about. Oh, October 2019. So
Okay.
yeah, probably about 6 weeks, maybe. Not even.
Okay.
So
Yeah. I have a challenge for you. By the end of this show,
It
me to do something on Poshmark again.
is so easy to list on Poshmark. One of the things, okay, two things I love about Poshmark. Number one, it's really easy to list. And number two, they take care of shipping labels for you. I hate going in and purchasing the stupid shipping labels because I always, on eBay, when I was trying to do eBay, I lost money because I didn't charge enough for shipping. So I love that part. So I really, really think that you should at least list one item on there.
Look, I say that, and then I go into my emails, and it says that my closet is attracting interest from viewers or something like that. It's like I haven't actually listed something on Poshmark in probably like 2 months.
But you have a wonderful platform to be able to tell people about it. So, I mean, you know, that's another way that you can, because, you know, Poshmark is a social app. So if you're not sharing your closet every day, you're not going to get sales. I mean, I share my closet constantly throughout the day. Sometimes I'll just pick a few things and I'll just share those, you know, over and over and over again. Sometimes I'll actually just sit down and share my whole closet. That takes forever. So, you know, I mean, but you have a perfect outlet to share your closet. So I think all three of you should list something on Poshmark.
Well, we've had Poshmark since 2017. And I mean, we did okay on it as far as sales, but I don't think we did well enough for the amount of time we put in. Like you say, you got to share a lot. We were doing that. What is it? I don't even remember what it was called, but it's like a 30-minute process every day to like resubmit.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we tried that, and it just didn't really, it just seemed like it took up too much time for the amount of time that we were investing. Now, granted, at that time, we only had like 1,500 followers. And now, I just brought it up.
Tommy, you've only had 1,500?
Yeah, we only had 1,500 followers. Now, we took everything out of our Poshmark. We just shut it down because I got, the sales were like, we weren't sharing. I wasn't spending any time. So the sales would come in, and a lot of times I would miss them or forget to remove it from the other platforms because I'd have it cross-post or whatever because it just wasn't consistent enough. And so we took everything out about 6 months ago and just didn't close the closet, but just took everything off listings. Now I'm looking, and we actually have 36,000 followers.
Wow.
There you
go.
So maybe it's time to start relisting on Poshmark.
The thing about Poshmark that I've learned,
get it on there. I don't know if it'll focus.
It's a little fuzzy.
Yeah, there it goes.
Wow, look at you. That's good. That's really good. But the thing about Poshmark that I've noticed is not only do you have to share your closet in order for the items that you've listed to be like first when somebody's searching, then it will be first, you know, unless somebody shared right after you, then theirs will be first. And that's why they tell you to share your closet several times a day. But at the same time, when people like your followers, when you share your closet, they'll get it in their feed, and then people will start sharing your stuff. Now, it doesn't list it high in the search when people are searching, but it does list it on other people's feeds. So that's how. Again, am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, that's how you're going to get a lot of followers. I can't believe in 6 months you went from 1,500 to 36,000. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's crazy for not doing anything.
Yeah, that's wow.
So, and you know, when we did start out on there, we didn't really know what we were doing as far as sourcing clothing either. You know, we were just going to the bins and grabbing whatever. So our quality of clothing wasn't probably the greatest either. You know, now 3 years in, I think my fashion knowledge has gained a little bit. I knew nothing. I'm not a fashion person, but so maybe now we'll give it a try again with some better clothing and see what happens. I don't
have a lot of clothing on there yet. I have a lot of clothing upstairs that I bought that I need to, you know, take pictures of and list. but it takes so much time to do that. So I got a lot of like hard goods, and I got a lot of jewelry on there because I used to sell jewelry, and I got out of it. So now I'm trying to get rid of it on Poshmark. So, but
so now you can put hard goods. See, you couldn't put hard goods. They just introduced that you could put fashion accessories when we said, nah, we're gonna stop it for now. Now I hear you can do all kinds of stuff on there.
Yes,
so
home goods is what they call it. So yeah,
I'll have to re-educate myself on it.
yeah, it's opening a lot of doors for the different items that you can add to it. You still can't do like electronics. I put a curling iron on there, or maybe it was flat iron. And I actually had someone say, hey, I was going to buy it, but, I realized that you're not supposed to put it on here. So I took it down immediately because I didn't realize that. So some things they still are limited on. But I went over to Poshmark or Mercari and listed it there because you can list stuff like that on Mercari.
Mm-hmm.
So
You guys have all these followers. All I got 361.
What'd you say?
I said, I got 361 followers. No wonder I wasn't selling anything on Poshmark.
Get more
Greg's
followers.
got 19,000 and Ciosa Sells has got 28,000.
Dang.
Pretty good. How many do you have, Victoria?
I was just going to look. I have 26,000. I don't know if you guys can see that.
For 6 weeks, that's really good.
Yeah, that's good in a short time.
So
But when we were on Poshmark, it seemed like all our spare time, all our bathroom time, all our TV time, in the car when you're riding, Destiny is just constant share. And it seemed like we weren't getting anywhere. And then all of a sudden we stopped doing it, and bam, it's like.
Isn't that amazing? I wonder how it blew up for you so fast. That's amazing.
So, guess who's going to be cross-posting?
I'm guessing you. Well, actually, probably Destiny, huh? You gonna put her on that, or are you gonna do it yourself? Got her in the sweatshop up there.
I think I'm going to check into. I'm really thinking about investing into that list perfectly, so it just kind of all happens at once.
Yeah.
I looked into that, but it's kind of expensive for me right now.
It is, but I sell on Mercari, and I probably get back into Poshmark now. So I kind of weigh the time saving versus the amount of money. It's like, well, with the amount of time that I save, could I make that money up by having the time to list more?
That's true.
That's what I balance. I don't even know how much List Perfectly is now. Let's take a look.
I thought it was like $29 or something like that. I could be wrong though.
A month though. That's a month.
I don't know if Tommy Bernard's in here. I know I'm pretty sure he uses it. But I've seen people in chat say that essentially List Perfectly pays for itself, like with the first sale, pretty much. Like I've heard people say within the first day of using it, it's paid for itself.
I may have to.
The simple plan is $29, and what does that give you? Number of listings that can be created. I'm trying to figure out what the difference is here to get their stupid pop-up out of the way. $29.
That's a month, right?
Yeah. Number of listings saved in a catalog. I don't really know what that means. That seems to be the.
What's the big difference between the basic and whatever the higher dollar amount is?
The number of listings saved in your catalog, which I don't know. There's 20 in the simple, 50 in the business, and 100 in the pro. But the number of listings created and cross-posted per month are unlimited. Everything else is the same. In the simple one, you can't download a CSV of your listings. It doesn't input the additional product attributes until you get to the pro. It doesn't give you, it doesn't put in the price, the SKU, the color, the material, the keywords, the visual guide, shipping and weight dimensions, item conditions. So you got to go in there and add a lot of stuff still yourself. I mean, if it's just transferring the title and pictures, I can do that in seconds.
That's the $29 one?
That's the $29 one.
See, that just wouldn't be worth it, I don't think. If it doesn't do everything, why would I?
Okay, secondhand, everything says you can cross post in about 45 seconds to 1 minute. But then you have to go back in there and touch your listings, it looks like, right? Or am I misunderstanding this?
I would guess if you're setting it up for eBay, you probably would, since like Mercari and I'm pretty sure Poshmark have shorter titles, stuff like that. So I would assume you probably do.
So see, if I could primarily list on eBay and then use that to throw it out to the other platforms, and I wouldn't really have to do anything else, that would be cool.
My question would be, does it delete the item after it sells?
That I don't think it does.
That's one of the main reasons I don't do as much cross posting, is because I forget to do that all the time.
Yeah, that would not be good if it sold twice.
Yeah, I've had that happen when I first started cross posting. I'd sell something on Mercari and forget to remove it from eBay.
Yeah,
or vice versa. And it's not as bad if you have to cancel an order on Mercari, but it's not so good when you got to do it on eBay more than a couple times.
Yeah, for sure.
So I learned real quick.
Yeah,
and I incorporate it into my inventory system too. So when I list it, on a different platform like Mercari, I add a M to my inventory number. That way, when I'm packing it, I always check so if it sells, I try to remove it right away. If I forget because I'm out and about driving or something like that, then when I ship, and I see the M on my inventory sticker, it's like, check to make sure I remove this.
I just had to do that. I just sold a dress that I picked up at Ross Dress for Less, 49 cents. I just sold it, and I had it on both Mercari and Poshmark, so I had to go pull it down. Because if I didn't do it right now, I would have forgot to do it, and then I'd have been screwed once it sells somewhere else.
RC Maddox says cross-posting is simple when you have two windows open. It's the inventory tracking that's a pain, and List Perfectly doesn't help with that. So it seemed useless to me.
No, that's good to know, Alexis. Alexis says she wasn't too impressed with List Perfectly. To me, it's not offensive. I've never used it, so I want to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, absolutely. I want honest opinions because that's how I make my decision. And it's been out long enough where enough people can kind of give it an honest review. Last time I looked at it was just first being introduced, where they had limited, you were on waiting lists. And I know Rebecca had some issues in the beginning with it. And I was like,
Hello Bethel says that they make the Poshmark listing first, then basically copies and pasted all that to the other stuff. As far as that goes, is Poshmark your primary platform, or do you find just because of the number of characters it allows, it's easiest for you to do it that way? But yeah, I think just for you, Victoria, I'm going to list at least one thing to Poshmark today.
Okay. Let me know what your store is called, and I'll share for you.
It's called This and At.
This and That?
This and At. It's like Pittsburghese. I'll type it in there.
Okay, cool.
It's in the chat.
Oh, okay. Tommy, what's yours?
The Bargain Effect.
Okay.
I'm the same across all the platforms, eBay, Mercari, Poshmark.
I just changed mine. I couldn't do Every Damn Hustling because it's too long.
What did you make yours?
How do you change your Poshmark name? Because I wanted to change it to Picksburgh, but wouldn't let me.
There is a way, because I went in and changed mine.
Do you have to do it on your phone, or do it on the?
I did on my. I just did on my desktop just now. You go to your account settings and go to account info, and then it'll show your username, email, password, phone number. And you just change it right there. Mine's everyday_hustle, because I couldn't have Every Damn Hustling.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it on your the app.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have my Mercari set to Picksburgh. I've just left eBay the same because there's a lot of people that know my store buy this and that.
Yeah, I was trying to keep that like every day I'm hustling, and it just was too long. And then it wouldn't let me do a couple other variations for whatever reason. It said I only have numbers and underscores, and that's what it was. It was under 15 characters, so I don't know.
Are you going to change your name? Or
No, I just did. That's
what
what I
is the new
changed it
one?
to. Everyday underscore hustle,
Oh, okay.
because hustling wasn't allowed for whatever reason. Must be a banned term on.
Everyday underscore hustle.
Yeah.
And then Swamp Picker is Pitt's Clother. Is that yours? I go in every morning and share my friends.
I think the only person I've ever shared on Poshmark is a lot of Josh. And I didn't even know he was on there till he shared me. And I was like, oh, that's a lot of Josh. I should probably go share him back.
Yeah, I share him every morning too. Can I tell everybody about a new show that me and Jenny are doing?
Yeah, you can tell anybody anything you want.
Ooh, anything?
Anything.
All right. So me and Jenny, which she is with Reselling Addicts, we do a show. Actually, we've been doing a show on Mondays and Thursdays. Mondays on her channel, Thursdays on my channel, called hold on, I knew I was going to forget it because I'm nervous. It's called Live at 5 Reseller Remix. So every Monday and Thursday we do a show on our channels, 5 o'clock. We have a lot of fun. And last night, Jenny had a brainchild. She thought that maybe we could do a live working show. So we talked about it last night, and we're going to do it tonight. It's going to be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays on my channel, Wednesdays on Jenny's channel, Reselling Addicts. And we're calling it List It or Zip It because it's a live listing party with a little bit of a twist. You're actually going to get some work done if you choose to do the work. And how we're going to do it is once everybody gets on, they can say hi and all. And then me and Jenny will be up there, and anyone else who wants to come in as a guest they're welcome. And what we're going to do is one of us will list, and then when we're done, we're going to post the link of what we just listed, and then tell the other one, okay, now you list while I talk to the chat. And the chat is going to do the same thing. The chat is going to list something on their platform. When they're done, then they're going to post a link to that listing on their platform, and then they can start talking for a little bit. And we're just going to go back and forth doing that. That way we're going to try and get at least 10 listings done per night, or per show, I guess. And I just think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do some games. We're going to have like a intermission type thing where we can do some, open chat. I don't know. It'll probably evolve as it goes, but we were talking about it last night, and I don't even know if Jenny got any sleep last night because she was so excited. Her mind just kept going and going and going. 11:30 last night, she's trying to text me. So, I mean, I really hope everybody comes tonight and joins us. It's going to be the premiere show. It'll probably be a little, we're going to have some kinks to work out, but I actually have, let me list, hold on a minute, and I will list the, I'll put the link for it in the chat. All right. So I just put the link in the chat. And that'll be tonight at 8 p.m. Oh, that's another thing. We're not sure. Am I back yet?
Yep.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. We're not sure that we're always going to do it at the same time every Tuesday and Wednesday. We may do it at the same time on my channel or on Tuesday, or I'm sorry. Yeah, today's Tuesday. We may do it at 8 p.m. on Tuesdays every week. However, on Jenny's channel, we may do it at different times. And we'll let everybody know on Tuesday night what time tomorrow's is going to be so that we can, some people work. Some people, you know, are sleeping at 8 p.m. We don't know. So we just wanted to incorporate as many people as we could into it, you know, because not everybody can join us at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But tonight, it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel.
Nice.
So I'm really excited about it. I'm hoping that we all get some work done, and we're all, you know, this community is all about helping each other. So, I mean, you may post something and I see your link and I go in and look at it and I may want it. So I'm really excited about it.
That is pretty cool. I'll try to pop in as much as I can. I agreed to be on the show tonight, and I can't remember if it said 8 or 9. So
okay.
I will pop in as much as I can.
Okay. Jenny said it's probably going to go a little longer than an hour. So we just don't know how long it's going to go as far as 10 listings, because we want to do at least 10 listings. I think that would help everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Swamp Picker asked what my Posh store. It's called Notable Goods. Actually, let me put it in the link. I can never remember if I have a hyphen in it or not. Hold on a minute.
I just added your party to the Entrepre-Doers group too.
Oh, thank you.
Sounds like it'll be a good time.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to be a part of it if I can.
Cool. Yeah, we're excited. So
I'm actually gonna have to send an email after the show just to verify what time I'm actually supposed to be on a show tonight.
we're going to do some contests and stuff like that too. So it's going to be exciting. We may not start the contest tonight, but we were thinking about doing some sort of contests where we give away a prize when they have, you know, you accumulate so many listings, or that's still in the details of working out. But yeah, we got a lot of ideas for the show. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to stop and say hello.
What up, Des?
Not much. I got a coffee cup that I stole from Jaslyn.
What's it say?
It's a ramen noodles one.
Nice.
I love
just want
coffee
to stop
cups.
and say hello. All right, enjoy your coffee.
Thank you.
I love coffee cups. This is my new one that I'm using. It's a Christmas one.
There you go.
My wife is obsessed with coffee cups.
Here, I just wanted to address a question statement that Lisa C said earlier in chat before we get too far down. But she says someone had asked a question on the pretty packaging for Poshmark buyers. I was wondering the same thing. If Poshmark buyers expect pretty packages, I see a lot of videos on it. And I know they used to, and that was another thing too. I didn't want to have to wrap everything and put bows and little fancy cards stuff in there. You know, I mean, do they still expect that on Poshmark, or is that like lightened up?
I've seen videos too about it, because I did some searches on, you know, because Poshmark says wrap it nicely and all. Some people do. I do, only because I'm not selling enough not to be able to. But then when some people get it, their inventory is going faster, they don't have enough time to do that. So maybe they'll put a shirt in a plastic, what are these called?
Poly bag?
Yeah, poly bag. Maybe they'll put a shirt in a poly bag. And I'm always going to put, me personally, I'm always going to put my stuff in a poly bag just in case it rains, or, you know, I don't want it to get messed up to get to them. But as far as I've ordered several things off of there, and some of them come really pretty and wrapped up. Some of them don't. So I think it's just I don't think that people are expecting it exactly. It's just, do you want to put the time into it? You know, as long as you make your package look nice, you know, with professional, I should say, as long as you make it look professional. I don't do thank you cards. I got a package yesterday. That's the first thank you card I've gotten from somebody from Poshmark. So I think it's whatever you want to do.
This is how my Posh packages go out.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, because I'm so used to it. When I send stuff, I grab one of these. I grab the item, which is bag. I throw it in here with the shipping, the packing slip and a thank you note. I handwrite thank you for your purchase, and that's it. I don't do
I think that's perfect.
thank you cards. I don't do any of that, and I can pack that package in like 10 seconds.
Now, the thing about Poshmark that eBay did, or eBay, well, it still does, eBay gives you, where you can print out the packing slip. Poshmark does not. So I just made my own little packing slip up in a Word document, saying, hi, thank you for your order. Your order has arrived from my store. Hope you enjoy it, Victoria. And then I just print that out and put that in there. That way, at least they have something that has my name on it and my store name on it in case they want to come back.
That's cool. Yeah, I need to get better with that. I've really only incorporated any kind of extra inclusion if it's like a viewer sale. And really that's only because Tommy made me stickers.
I had some, you changed your Poshmark closet name, didn't you?
Yeah, I changed it to Picksburgh.
Okay. I'm glad I saw that because I would not have found you under this and that.
Yeah.
I had some little thank you hearts stickers that I had purchased for when I was doing my jewelry business. And I was going to actually put those little thank you stickers on the poly bag, it seals itself, but you just put it on there. I can't find them. I haven't done it. So it's not like you have to do stuff like that.
What we did, what I was doing, is we took the eBay. I don't even know where they are now. Oh, there you go. So we took these thank you cards off of eBay because we got them, basically for free with our supplies. But we covered up the eBay with a Poshmark sticker.
Oh, wonderful! I like that. I really like that.
Because these don't, like I say, they don't cost anything, and we got like a case of them for.
On the Poshmark sticker, I would add, you probably already did it, but I would add your Poshmark store name too. That way they have it to go back to.
No, we didn't.
On there?
But
cool.
That would be a good idea to add it right underneath. Good tip.
You're welcome.
We do like a custom like Dymo label on there with like
that's exactly what
and then put the store name or whatever.
Yep, that's exactly what this is a Dymo label.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, my little note just says, thank you for your order, and then it says Victoria, or thank you, Victoria. I put my last name, and then under it, I put the little @ symbol, notable goods. That way, I don't know. I don't know that it helps people go back, but I hope it does.
You see a lot of repeat guests, or not guests, but buyers.
I've had one buyer buy twice from me, but that's all I've had so far. So, that's not bad.
Yeah, for sure. Does Posh have any kind of analytics like eBay does to where you can actually check to see if it's any return buyers or anything like that?
I don't know. They do have some sort of what do they call it? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on a minute. My Sales Report. They have something called My Sales Report.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I've downloaded it, you can get it you select the date range, last full year, year to date, or custom range. Put your own range in there. I do not know what the report has in it, but everybody can get it. And the only reason I don't know is because once I've downloaded it, I've always been on my phone, and you have to look at it, or I have to look at it on my computer because my phone won't open it up.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I might have to start doing Posh more. I just gotta get my followers up and actually put some time into it. I haven't listed anything on there since probably September, and I have like maybe 3 items left that actually didn't sell yet on eBay.
Hey, Myra.
Hey, Myra.
I did not notice. Yes, did Amazon.
What's up, Blue Rhino?
I did not know that. That's awesome.
There's a lot of people who do on Amazon you wouldn't think.
A good way to get your followers up, just so you know, when you first open the app, go to the very first page. That's not gonna. And then at the top, there's that little person with the plus sign.
Yeah.
It's under the feed. Go there. And then right here, see all these people? These are Posh ambassadors. Whoops, clicked out of it. These are Posh ambassadors, but start following all those people. All the people. I think there's like 20 or, dadgummit. I think there's like 20 or 30 Posh ambassadors there that you can follow. So start following all those people several times throughout the day. And then under right above it, it says new people. Go in there. And these are fresh closets. The very first thing is fresh closets. I try and follow as many fresh closets as I can a day because these are brand new people and they just started selling. And if they want to become a Posh ambassador, they have to purchase something from somebody. That's one of the requirements of becoming a Posh ambassador. So if you're following them, they're more than likely going to follow you back and they may buy something from your store if something interests them. So I used to try and get 1,000 new subscribers or followers to my Posh store a day. I don't do that now, but that's how I got so many so fast. Dana, Victoria, how do you keep track of your friends to share? What I do, let me show you, is when you go into your store, you can go into likes and you'll see I have, these are my likes. So I've got Simply Dana, I've got Reselling Addicts here, I've got lots of Josh. And what I did to do that, you see that little heart down there? That little heart? When you go into, like Thrift Store Gold, when I go into their store, click on the About. It's not going to show it. Still do it. Okay. When you go into the store, click on their About. Once their About comes up, you go down a little bit. Oh, where is it? Oh, this is not a good example because they don't have one. I bought something from them and I liked it. But like Lots of Josh does have one. So click on Lots of Josh, go to his store, and then down at the About page, when you go down, if you guys can see that heart right there?
Yeah.
I clicked on that heart. So if I unclick it, he's not going to show up. See, I've unclicked it. He's not going to show up in my likes. But if I click it and it's red again, when I go to my likes, he'll show up in my likes. That's how I'm able to know who I'm sharing every day.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Darth Vader. That's awesome.
It's like Luke. I am your father.
So I got a question for you. What made you decide to get into YouTube?
I don't know. I love to talk and I never meet a stranger. So I guess that's the biggest reason. I was following Thrift Store Gold. I don't know if you guys know their channel. They are a wonderful couple. And I was following them and we were talking about doing I said I was interested, or I can't remember. It was a while back. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I made a YouTube account and, they told everybody to go follow me. And so that's how I started. I need to do more than just live. I do a lot of live shows with Jenny, but I need to do more recordings with just me. I'm very, very bad at that. So I'm going to try and do like maybe 2 recordings a week because I don't do as many as I should.
Yeah, what I try to do with pre-recorded is I try to at least work a week ahead just to kind of keep it from being too overwhelming.
That's a good idea.
I don't know if other people do that. I know there's a lot of daily upload people, but I never know what my day is going to entail. Like if I'm going to have to do something without knowing, if I'm even going to feel up to doing something. So I try to work a week ahead.
So do you schedule them a week ahead?
Yeah, I schedule them out. The only days I don't schedule are the days I host the show.
Oh, okay.
That way it gives me like a 2-day cushion, like just in case I don't record anything. I at least have like 2 days I can slack.
I tell you, I love. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. So, I mean, I could just imagine, like, for me to have a week's worth of video already to schedule out, so you know what they are. You probably got them already edited and ready to go, right?
Not all of them. Some of them I still have on the GoPro.
So you must record like just about everything, eh?
Not really.
No?
Like for example, 19 questions, that was a video. I got 2 packages from you. That was 2 videos. I got a package in from Thrift Mine. That was a video. You know what I mean? So like, I pretty much will take any opportunity to film a video I can. I would love to be able to do like the pulling order videos, but like I'm so unorganized, it would just like I would get roasted so bad. Like you guys have seen like the chaos it is whenever I try to find my orders sometimes, but I'll probably go to that model.
There'd be lots of editing in that video because he'd have to cut out chunks of time where he's looking for his inventory.
Yeah, it would be rough. So once I fully have my inventory system to where I want it to be, then I will be probably doing that a little bit better and more often. But I mean, I'm going to try to do like a what sold video at least once a week. You know what I mean? That way that's a video that comes out every week. So I'm trying to basically, and I'll try to force myself to at least go to a thrift store once a week so I can have like that type of video come out too. It's a lot easier during yard sale season because you can just go and like hit up all kinds of yard sales and like basically make that videos for the whole week. Depending on how many you hit. But normally I'm out from, like the butt crack of dawn all the way till people are winding down. So I try to get as much footage as I can when I can get it.
Wow, cool.
I was going to say earlier that the people that post daily videos, I love that they do it, but oh my gosh, you should see the number of videos I have in my notifications that I still have to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to keep up with everybody.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like a lot of my favorite content creators, I don't even like, I'm so behind on a lot of their videos. And I end up just like skipping over some because then I'll just, okay, I'm starting over fresh today.
I do the same thing. Yep.
Yeah.
I got a ton of videos in my watch later folder.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I never seem, with all the videos that come out, I never have the time to get to that folder because it'll be a video that I don't just want to watch to show the support. It seems like it's a video that I really want to watch for whatever informational reason, or I really like that person, or I'm curious about, and I don't add them all to the watch later. They got to be like something that grabs me, and I just can't seem to get to that folder.
Yeah.
I don't add them to the watch later, but I do leave them in because I don't think they ever delete unless I hide the notification. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'll go through and it will be something that I was interested in learning more about. And I'm like, okay, not today. I'm gonna hide you. Somebody had asked a question. Oh, Myra, Victoria, how have your sales been after Thanksgiving? I took 3 items to the, actually my Mercari sale, that was over the weekend. So that was an after Thanksgiving sale. And then I had 2 sales on Poshmark. I didn't have any sales yesterday on Poshmark, but I didn't share a lot. So that tells you if you don't share your own closet, you're not going to get a whole lot of sales. Or as many, I should say.
That makes sense because I very rarely share.
Old School Picker, he said, Victoria, talk about your new show with Reselling Addicts, List It or Zip It. I did talk about it a little earlier. Do you want me to recap it again for people that are just joined?
Sure, go ahead.
It's a new show that me and Jenny are doing. Me and Jenny do a Monday and Thursday show, and now we're adding a Tuesday and Wednesday show, totally different show. And it's going to be called List It or Zip It. I'll put the link in the description in just a second. But or if anybody else knows what the link is, go ahead and put it in there for me, please. But what it is it's a listing party, and we're all going to get together. Me and Jenny will definitely be on the live. You know, you can see us while we're. Am I back yet?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. But me and Jenny will definitely be on the live while we're listing. One of us will be listing something, and we can't talk while we're doing it. The other one will be chatting. So you'll always have someone that you can chat with. Now, when say it's my turn to list, when I'm done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the link where that item is, and I'm going to post it in the chat. And then I'm going to say, okay, Jenny, I'm done. Your turn now. Same thing is going to go for the chat. You list something, you don't talk. I mean, I know it's going to be hard because I always want to put my 2 cents in, but you don't talk and you list. Once you're done listing, copy that link to the item that you just listed, post it in the chat so everybody can see it. It's very important to copy that link too, because that, when we do our prize, our games, when we do our game where you can win a prize, that's what we're going to use, is that link. So copy your link, post it in the chat, and then take a few minutes to reply or make any comments. Once you're done, then go back, list another thing. Don't say anything, and then it's just going to be a continual circle. Every once in a while, maybe halfway through, I'm not exactly sure because we're not sure exactly how halfway through is, but we are going to have some intermissions where we can all talk in the chat at once and just kind of, 5 minutes or so, just done listing for a minute. Let's just chat. And then we're going to go back to working. We're hoping to get 10 listings done for everybody. We're hoping everybody will get 10 listings done. And we really think that it'll help all of us, and it's something different. We don't think that anyone's ever done it. And this was actually Jenny's brainchild, and she thought about it, and we talked about it last night on our live. And then after the live, we talked about it through chat. So I am very excited. It's going to be on my channel tonight. The Bargain Effect just put the link. Thank you so much. And it's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's not always going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but on Tuesdays, I think it is. But on Wednesdays, it's going to be different times so that different people can access it. All right. Now I'm out of breath.
Yeah, it's a great concept because I've heard of the working hangouts, and I do the working hangouts, and a lot of people do the working hangouts, but this puts like an entirely new and fresh spin on that.
Yes.
I know how popular the working hangouts are.
I tried a working hangout one time, and I did it really early in the morning too. And I got nothing listed because I was the only one on the chat, and I felt like I had to entertain instead of listing. It is so hard to do that. So I think this idea that she had is phenomenal. I cannot wait to, I hope it helps all of us. I think it will. I think it'll help us all be more productive.
I'm sure it will.
Excited.
Yeah, I like working hangouts, but unless there's like 3 to 5 people in there, I feel the same way. Somebody's should be paying attention to the chat, because otherwise the people in chat are like, if you're not acknowledging them, or there's no interaction with the chat, then you might as well just be in a private.
Right. Or recording a video. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So.
But if there's 3 to 5 people in there, then there's always somebody that's glancing over and interacting, and then I get stuff done. But if it's just like myself or, me and Anthony, then I feel like I need to keep track the chat,
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and this new show that we're doing, anybody can come in. I think we're limited to like 6 on. I think we're limited to 6 on StreamYard. But I mean, anybody, if they want to come in and do it with us live, it's open. We're probably just going to list the link to StreamYard for that particular show, and people can come and go as they want, if they want. I know some people don't like to, but some people like me, I love it.
Yeah. Just make sure you check the little picture box before you.
Oh my gosh, yes. That would be embarrassing, wouldn't it?
Yep. We're just talking about your new show concept, Jenny.
Jenny!
Your brainchild.
Post the link, Jenny.
Hey, have a good one, Matt. appreciate you stopping by, my friend.
Yeah, I love the working hangouts. I just love chatting with people and getting some work done. You know what I mean? Like that's why I love YouTube. Like just talking to different people and just like how you're talking about Poshmark and things like that. Like it makes me want to do Poshmark again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Wanna
it's
try it?
motivation to me, and like I did it in early going, and I've never sold anything on Poshmark, but part of that was probably because of the stuff I was getting, because I was early in my reselling stages, and I was just kind of grabbing anything that I thought would make any type of money versus like this is actually going to make a lot of money or it's a good item that will sell. So yeah,
I think we all do that though.
if anyone looks at my store, there's probably like some $5 polos that I bought from Goodwill I shouldn't have bought.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I think we all have those though.
I did well on Posh when I first started. I didn't even really know about Posh all like that, and then I was watching when Jeebus first started doing all the storage lockers, treasure hunting with Jeebus, in case like you guys don't know who he is. But when he started doing all the storage lockers, he would talk about how he was selling stuff, whether it was eBay, and he basically said he took all of his shoes and clothing and stuff and he put them all on Poshmark, and he was doing well that way. So when I first started like eBay, I basically put all of my clothing cross-posted over to Posh, and it was moving a lot quicker on Posh than it was on eBay. But then I kept selling the same thing multiple times, and I just said, screw this. I deleted it all.
I think clothing does very well on Posh. I haven't sold a lot of it because, like I said, my death pile is upstairs and I need to take pictures. But
yeah,
I've heard that clothing is Posh as well, and you can get more money on Posh normally. Not always, because there are a lot of people on Posh that want a deal.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, D? Flipping Particles. She has a show that's on at noon Eastern. She typically follows us every day. Right after we're done.
Hey, D.
And back to talking about the working hangouts too. I need the hangouts. I either need to watch them or be in them or interact with them, because I mean, full-time reselling is lonely. It really is a lonely job.
You guys are my friends. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And you get to meet people and talk with like-minded people. People around here, in my town, I only talk to a handful of people, and don't nobody want to hear about the reselling,
Or they want to do it, but they're not willing to put the work in.
Yeah,
you're in a spotlight.
They think it's just, oh man, go to the thrift store, buy this, and throw it on eBay for this, and make all this money. And I'm like, more to it, man. They don't get it,
You have to move.
So with the hangouts, you get to meet and talk with people that are in the same mindset, and you make acquaintances, you make connections, and then like with me, Nate, and Anthony, you make some good friends, and it's cool. It really is. Like I say, I'd be so lonely if there was no YouTube.
Absolutely. Especially working out of a basement X amount of hours a day. You know what I mean? I'm excited to go to the bathroom just so I can get a change of scenery.
Yeah, that's it. Down here, it's like I don't even get to see people walk by.
Yeah.
No cars, no nothing.
I have one window, and it's just cinder block window, so I can't really see out of it at all.
I got a window that's probably 18 inches wide, or 18 inches tall and maybe 24 inches wide, big enough that you could crawl out of if you had to. But I got my camper parked right in front of it, so I'm just looking at a tire.
There you go.
Put a picture up there.
Right.
Well, my husband works long hours, and he's on this he works different times, different days. And so I'm home alone, and my kids are grown. They're out of the house. So actually, this came in at the very best time for me as far as reselling, because otherwise it's very, very hard when your last kid leaves for college. It's very depressing. I don't know if you guys have went through that, but so this is great. My mind is on the reselling aspect and my friends that I've made, and all the chats that we get to do. So
yeah.
Old
Absolutely.
School Picker says one of his best listing days was while he was doing one of Nate's working hangouts.
Oh, that's cool.
Thanks, Beard. Yes. That's awesome.
No
Yeah,
problem.
I do really well during working hangouts. I've been really considering, because my wife's at the hospital tomorrow, so she's doing a 12. I've been really considering doing a, pretty elongated one tomorrow afternoon.
I think it's nice too. Like if you're listing something and you don't know something about an item or you have a question, you have a bunch of people in the chat that either probably knows or they know somebody that knows that will find out or try to help you. You know what I mean? So it just, instead of getting stumped and having something get thrown into the death pile, now you're actually listening, and it's probably a really good item that is vintage or older or whatever, and it will sell. So
Yep. I've been through a lot of that when I'm not on a hangout, because if I'm on a hangout, like, hey, do you guys know what this is? And then typically Tommy's there, like, comping it, Nate's comping it, and I can typically find it a lot easier because, two heads are better than one. But a lot of times if I'm just, like, listening to someone else's hangout, I'll be like, yeah, this is taking way too long. I'll just throw it back in the pile, pull something else out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jody.
yeah, mine are usually always on the weekends because I'm off Friday, Saturday, and this Sunday was a lucky day because I took a personal day so I can have a long holiday weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, Nate has really cool hangouts. I'd like to see him get a few more people in there, but other than that, like, it's always enjoyable for me, and I get a crap ton done whenever Nate does them.
Try a few laughs, get some stuff done.
Yeah. Plus,
Yeah,
you get to look at a beard for several hours.
Right. Freshly lion tamered, of course.
You're going to get a sponsorship deal yet, man. I'm telling you.
Yep.
This stock is just going like this. It just, the beard is taking it to the top. Yeah, I always try to, because if I don't do a working hangout, then I'm just kind of just like hanging out. I'll just be watching TV or whatever. I try to make sure I'm not clicking that lazy button when I'm off. You know what I mean? Because I want to work eBay and put some time into it, and I still have listings I got to fill in some information on. I don't have many, but I still have a couple. So,
Quick Poshmark tip: while you're watching TV, and I do this while I'm watching shows with my husband, I will share my closet. You can still watch, and it's like you hardly even have to look at it. I mean, you do have to look at it, but that's a perfect time to share your closet.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a little bit better with that, because I'll at least log into Mercari, and I haven't really cross-posted in Mercari as much as I should either. Another reason I probably should get a list perfectly, just to kind of get all that stuff up and listed whenever I get today.
I remember seeing something too about a Poshmark assistant or something for a nominal fee that they actually go through and share your stuff for you or something like that. I didn't look into it into details, but
on Fiverr.com, and I think it's Fiverr.com. I was actually going to do it, but Jenny talked me out of it. You can actually pay somebody, it's like $5 a day, and they will share so many items in your closet. I've seen them share up to 1,000 items in people's closets. Usually they do it like $15 for 3 days, and they do it like 1 or 2 times a day. You have to look, but there's a ton of people on Fiverr.com. The only thing about it is you have to give unless you have them share it from their closet, like share your items, which isn't going to do you as much good as if you share it from your item. You have to give them access to your account. That's the only thing I'm a little scared about doing.
Yeah, that's.
But you could still have them share it from their closet. And you'd still get some. Before I knew that I had to share my closet as much, I shared other people's closets and they shared mine back, and I got a lot of sales that way too. So, just not as many.
Reselling Addicts. Victoria will share your closet for $5.
You talked me out of that, Jenny.
I think it's crazy is I wonder how many people they do that for, and how much money they really could just make just by sitting and just sharing stories all day. Seriously, like You make some good money if you had enough people to do that for.
Some
Right.
of them have they have how many sales they've had, or it shows you how many people have bought from them. Some of them have thousands of people that have bought from them. So I'm sure some of them make pretty good money.
Yeah, because I heard there was like a this was months ago. I heard there was like basically it was like a bot, and people were getting banned for using it. It was like showing your store. It was like an app. It was like a bot basically, and people were getting in trouble for doing that because it wasn't, someone actually doing it. It was more like just a computer generated thing that was sharing the closet. So don't do that, people. Don't do that.
It's funny that they would allow Amazon to kind of have bots running wild, but not other platforms.
That's because Amazon is super bots running on super bots.
What do you mean
Right.
Amazon running wild? I don't get it.
Oh, with bots, like with the different programs and handless animated like repricers and all that type of stuff.
Hmm.
Like for example, like me and Anthony, we use repricers, and we'll set a minimum and maximum for a price, and it gets it pulls like all the data every 15 minutes, and then it reprices however many times it needs to in that period to make sure either that we're the cheapest or we're at our lowest that we want to be at. So it automatically does that. Like right now, I probably within the show, I've probably repriced, hundreds of items while the show was on without even having to do anything. So
I need to look into one of those for my Amazon because I have a lot of books on there. That's mainly all I do now for Amazon is books. But I need to reprice.
yeah, Aura is a really good repricer, but he even says it's not good for books. So even though I have a discount and a affiliate link, I wouldn't even recommend that for you. I'm trying to think of the one that. Let me look it up.
While you're looking that up, Secondhand Everything had a question. When listing on Mercari, what do you guys do when the brand name of the item is generic or unbranded? There's actually a thing you can select unbranded on there. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you have to put something in that space. So I did that too on mine.
Same thing.
Okay, so Reseller King says, how many platforms do you guys sell on? Do you think that it affects the other platforms? As far as like the e-com side of things, for Amazon, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, but then I do like the local stuff too, like the Facebook Marketplace, the OfferUp, the Lecto, all those as well. I do slack on those ones though. Like admittedly, like I have a whole bunch of inventory that I've just been squirreling away in the corner of my basement. That is like basically local inventory that I've been putting all my effort into like the stuff I can actually ship out more so than the stuff that I need to meet somebody for. How about you guys?
I pretty much do the same thing. eBay is my primary. Mercari is my runner up. It's right behind eBay. As of the first, I'll be doing Amazon after all the holidays and stuff. And I have local stuff, but I don't like do the $10 local sales. My local sales are more on like boats and snow blowers like this time of the year and bigger items that I'm not gonna ship, but I gotta make some good money on it to even deal with Facebook people because I've had too many $10 sales where they never show, or they want you to meet them somewhere and you go waste the gas and they never show. And so I only post things on the marketplace that are gonna usually bring serious buyers because they have serious cash they're dealing with.
Yeah, like for me, Amazon is the top dog, hands down, and then eBay, and then we have Mercari with a few listings, Poshmark that I just basically activated again, I guess you could say. I haven't logged into it in months. And then I look at Facebook Marketplace and other things like that to look for deals, and I'm always hunting for stuff online, so I'm looking there. And then I've used OfferUp I had some success with that. I had some sales, especially on heavier, bigger items. I sold like it was like some type of table saw or something that was like in a huge carrying case. And the thing that's nice about that, you pay like a flat rate for that shipping out on offer up, so it's a lot cheaper. I don't know if they changed that, but that was a while ago that I did that. But it was really cheap compared to what it would have cost to ship out on any other platform. So I went with that. Veronica, that the repricer I would recommend for you if you're doing it like exclusively books is Channel Max. It's called.
Channel Max.
Yeah, but I sell books as well. I mean, I use Aura. I don't have any problems with it, but if you're doing strictly books, basically like 90 75% or more in books, I would go with that. But use the free trial. Try some different ones. If you're not using a repricer right now, I mean, it's amazing what your sales will jump. Anthony will tell you flat out how different it was from not having one to having one. Like he had like one sale in the first 2 weeks or something, then he turned it on and had like 10 the first day.
Oh my
Because
God.
because what's happening a lot of times is people are not like, they have their repricer set at this and this. Well, someone's cheaper and they can't beat that price, so they're hiding in the back. So what happens is that price will end up being like, say Anthony's next, someone will hop in right in front of him a penny cheaper and get the buy box versus he should have got that sale, but because of the repricer that happened. So you, depending on, set your minimum and maximum at where you're happy with it. Don't go like where you'd break even, because you don't want to do any sales like that unless you want to move inventory that you've been sitting on and you're just eating up storage. Or if you're doing merchant fulfilled, then definitely stick where you're happy with the profits and just go from there. But if you ever get into more than just books, I would recommend Aura. That's what I use. I love it. I like it's integrated with Inventory Labs, and there's another one too. And it's just really nice how it's set up. Very basic. Shows you your profits, your costs, your ROI over the month, over a week. So it's a lot of stuff that they got going on. It's real easy to use, and then they're supposed to update it to even be better soon. So it'll be interesting to see how much better it gets, because I love it right now. So
I'll definitely look into Channel Max. I've never heard of that one before.
yeah, a friend of mine uses it, and he swears by it. He was telling me about it, and I think it's only $35 a month. I think it's a little bit cheaper.
They probably have a free trial though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get in there and see if you like it.
Yeah, if you're not using a repricer at all, jump around and use the free trials. Just type in, Amazon, and go buy there's a list. I'll show you after the show of like different ones. I'll give you a couple that you can try.
Okay.
But I mean, this way you can see what works for you, what you like better. Because sometimes, what works for me might not work for somebody else. So that's why, But that's why I told you Channel Max versus Aura, because you do mainly books, and I want the best for anybody I'm telling to, even though I have an affiliate link or whatever. Like I want to see you do well versus me, save $1 or whatever. I can care less about that, to be honest. I just want people to do well.
Makes sense. Reseller King is saying, do you think listing on so many platforms affects your listing time? I try to make it not. And for the primary purposes, I'll try to send in at least one Amazon shipment a week. So I'll spend the whole week getting enough stuff to send in a shipment. But then the whole week is focused on eBay. And then I'll do Mercari and sometimes Poshmark in downtimes. Like if I'm riding passenger in a car, I'll spend that time cross-posting. If I'm on the commode, I'll spend that time cross-posting. You know what I mean? Like just downtimes like that. I'm trying to make every possible moment of my day more effective. And like full transparency, sometimes I'll end up using that time to like kind of source like online arbitrage, or look at the Facebook marketplace or offer up, let go, that type of stuff too. I need to get better at making that more of a cross posting time.
Yeah, I would say, when I cross post to Mercari, and we used to cross post over to Poshmark, it literally adds about a minute per platform that I'm cross posting to. It takes me a minute once because I do everything on eBay, and then the stuff that I'm going to cross, it takes like a minute to cross post it to Mercari, a minute to cross post it to Poshmark. So that's 2 additional platforms for 2 additional minutes. I don't do it with every listing. Sometimes it depends on what I'm feeling like. Sometimes I save it and I'll do cross posting when, say, we're in a working hangout and I don't really feel like walking around and shooting photos and measuring stuff, and I'm feeling lazy. Then I'll do my cross posting over to the other platforms. So it does affect the listing time, but I don't think it dramatically impacts the listing time.
When you really think about it, the very first one you list, you've got your listing, your details, you've got, so you can just copy and paste it. You've already got your pictures taken. So really it's not adding, it is adding a little bit, but not that much time to doing it. And then you're tripling or doubling the ability or the hopefulness of selling it too. So
yeah, you're getting in front of a whole different set of eyes, because like people that shop Poshmark, I believe a majority of them don't shop Mercari, not for clothing,
Yeah, for sure. So Kel's asking, can you name some online storage auction sites? I've seen a few in there. Storage Treasures is one of the ones I use a lot. I also use iBid4 storage, like the number 4. I use that as well because the one closest to my house uses that site. Those are the top 2 I use, but I mean, there's a lot. Like Pell and Profit says bid 13.
Yeah, that's the one I primarily use in my area.
But you can go to Auction Zip. They even have an app, and they, basically will tell you all different types of auctions, not just the storage ones, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm excited to see more of your videos, Cal. Released one yesterday? Or the day before? I think it was yesterday you released it, right? That's right. Lisa just said today is Giving Tuesday. Yeah, we used to always pump that up whenever I was at the church every year.
Yeah, for me, I work a full-time job, and I probably ship at least one shipment every week. Maybe every once in a blue moon, I won't ship like one weekend. And the listing is fast. It's just the shipping that can be a pain sometimes, or very time-consuming, because of my shipments. I do probably at a minimum of like around, like this last shipment was like the smallest I've shipped was like 220, and the other ones are usually like 250, 300. So I can definitely eat up a bunch of time doing that. But that's why on Saturdays I usually do like the hangouts and stuff like that, so I get some stuff into eBay, because during the week, like with work, it sucks a lot of my time up, because I get home late and spend time with the kids and everything like that. So it's hard, but for what I do on Amazon, it's really doing well. Like I'm up to about 7,000 for the month, for my last 3 days, I should say. And
wow.
Yeah, yesterday I did right under 400. But like I'm like teetering right at the
Wow, that's good.
right at like 7,000. I was doing like 7,000 or 8,000. Then I came into a little bit of cash flow issue, and then we're rolling back up.
Yeah, I need to get to that point. I went sourcing for Amazon yesterday and literally got skunked for the most part.
Yeah, I went out on Black Friday, like not like the Black Friday time, but like, in the evening just to see if I can, get some leftovers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
No clearance anywhere. Like, it's like all the stores literally like sold everything that was clearance or anything. So, or anything that was possibly, I could make some cash on for Amazon. So, either that or they had stuff I was gated in, which I'm not ungated in any categories. I'm basically like a brand new seller. I don't have any wholesale accounts or anything, which that is be my main focus. As soon as the new year starts, I'll be getting some wholesale deals and add some stuff in there with that.
My last 30 days, I didn't have it set to this product sales. I usually had it set to whatever the other one is, but I didn't realize it, but it's $1,427 US. That's before my cost and Amazon fees and all that, but pretty good. I didn't realize that it was that much. I mean, not as good as yours, but, but I'm happy with it.
We all start somewhere, and you only started what you said like 6 months ago reselling.
I think it was in July, so yeah, about 6 months ago.
That I started July of last year, and I started Amazon in January. So for you to be where you're at now, you're head and shoulders above what I was doing when I first started reselling. So you're doing well. You know what I mean?
How many offers do you have? I don't have that many offers. I only have 260 right now.
For
the items that you sent in, available items.
Oh, let me look.
Yeah, Nate's like a beast when it comes to Amazon. Like I've had access to his store and his numbers and everything, and like I'm super impressed with what I've seen. In comparison to some other stores that I've seen, like that people have shown me.
I need to send some more stuff into Amazon because I haven't sent anything in probably 3 weeks. So I need to get back and get some more books.
You know what I want to do is I want to go to the bins badly.
I love the bins. And my bins, I don't know if all bins do it, but my bins, they have books for 20 cents a piece.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have 243 active items.
Do you know how much the books are at the Monroeville bins, Nate?
I can't remember because I don't think oh wait, I did buy a couple manuals. I can't remember what they were because Amber paid. She went to the checkout as we were talking to that one guy at the end last time we were there. So I don't know.
Books at our bins are 50 cents a piece.
Okay. Yeah. That's not bad. I like picking up ceramics and glassware. Like I've never picked that stuff up until I started going to the bins, and it's 15 cents a piece. Like you can't beat that ROI. That's basically like putting it on a level with Plush as far as ROI goes.
So I gotta tell you guys a bin story about this last weekend. So we're on our little workation. We go to the bins, and you know how I say Jasline's like a born reseller. It's in her blood, So she had $10 to take to the bins, and some of her birthday cash. And she wanted to take $10 and spend it at the bins. So she goes to the bins and she picks it. She's got, I don't know, she found things, Hatchimals and a little carrying case for her one unicorn thing, and I mean a whole bunch of stuff. And in the stuff she picked, she said she wanted to get a bird. She wants a bird, So she wanted a parakeet. So there was a parakeet cage there, and she picked it up. And she scaled it out, and all her stuff was in there. So it came out to like 4 pounds with all her stuff. And then we went twice. So at the end of the 2 days, she spent $10, pretty much total, including the bird cage. So we check out, and then Destiny and her were talking. Later, we stopped at the pet store to get some supplies for our birds and whatever. Well, Destiny fell in love with a bird there, small bird. So Jasmine sold Destiny the bird cage for $10. And then we went to the bins the next day. So Jaslyn changed her mind. She didn't want a bird no more. She wanted fish. So she ended up getting all the stuff she bought at the bins, started over like she never been to the bins as far as spending cash, and then came home with a whole bunch of fish. It still has money left over.
That's awesome. So did you guys get a new bird then?
Yeah. Destiny.
What you guys name this one?
Destiny's actually going to do a video, and she's going to see if she can get her fans to help her name the bird.
Okay.
She's going to do some sort of name the bird contest or something.
So is this going to be the third bird you guys have?
This will be the third bird. I'm not taking Destiny to Appleton anymore. It seems like every time we come back with a bird.
Yeah.
But it's cool, man. You wake up and we're all singing and whistling. And in the winter, that's why I love waking up in the morning with the windows open. You hear all the birds outside. Well, in the wintertime, you don't hear them because you got everything bundled up. Now we still get to wake up to bird music. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, you guys are big time bird fans.
We like birds.
Is that your favorite type of animal?
I'd say my favorite type of animal is a dog. I like dogs. I just don't want to own one right now because I'm way too busy for a dog, and it's just not the right time. Our house is getting too small as is. Because if I'm gonna get a dog, I'm gonna get a dog. I ain't gonna get a little ankle biter, you know.
Yeah, I got a little ankle biters.
I got an ankle biter back there. There he is.
So we gotta wait till after we move and all of that. If Destiny gets going, busy on this t-shirt printing stuff, she's not gonna be able to go traveling around with me. So it'd be kind of cool to have a dog to take along.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What would you name the dog?
Ask him.
Ask him?
Mm-hmm.
You'd ask the dog, or that would be his name, ask him?
That'd be his name. So people say, what's your dog's name? I'd be like, ask him.
That's cool. My dad had a dog one time that he named D-O-G. Like he just spelled out the word dog. That's the dog's name. I was like, what is that, in case you forget how to spell it?
Yeah, I don't know how to see like how many total items I have, but I have 200 and what did I say? 200 and it was 246 active individual products, like SKUs or whatever.
In the app, I clicked on inventory, and that's where it said 260 offers. But I don't know if that means 260 items or like if I know there's a couple of books that I've picked up 2 of. It might count those as 1 or 2. I'm not sure.
That right there, it would is your total amount of listings, like individual SKUs that you have, or have sold. So some might be out of stock or whatever. Like I know definitely a bunch of mine are, because I have 773, which those, I have a bunch of inactives because I do sell some one-offs or some. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can filter it for status active.
I don't use the app too much. Yeah, 243.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely need a requester then because mine are moving very slow right now.
Yeah, like yesterday, I think I sold 40 things yesterday.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Mine went down from last month.
I was seeing I was trying something different instead of maybe going after a little bit higher stuff. Like still hit my ROI, but I was sourcing like cheaper items and just to see if I can push the amount of items sold or sales, in that way versus dollars, because my dollars are always pretty, similar. So, I was always around the 7,000 or 8,000 a month total until I had a little bit of cash flow problem. And then, but I wasn't getting engaged in some of these things like, just automatically like some other people. So I'm thinking maybe Amazon needs me to push the button a little harder and show more total sales. So this way, they think I'm a bigger seller or whatever in their eyes. So this way, maybe that will happen easier. I mean, I was always wanting to do some wholesale just to get engaged in, X, Y, and Z anyway. But, I just wanted to kind of do it on my own without having to do it as much. But because on a lot of those, you only have to buy like 10 items of something every 100, like 6 months, basically. It's 180 days. Like basically, you have like a reseller's license for reselling in those categories or those brands or whatever. So, if I have to grab 10 SKUs of Funko or whatever, then I can go RA the rest of it and still do what I normally do. I mean, that's just going to make things just, that's like adding a repricer when you don't have a repricer. It's like adding fuel to the fire. You know what I mean? Because I'm sourcing all stuff that everyone else can. It's so much more competition and, a lot more pricing battles and wars. So, like it's a jungle where I'm at because it's a lot of people in that area, but I'm doing okay. You know what I mean? I'm happy with how things are going in my, my profits. It's very close to what I make at my job and by itself. So, if I did have the cash flow or just the kind of the bigger bankroll, I would be almost like how Siosa says, and she's ready to walk from her not 8 to 5, and that is my goal, is to just do that and be able to see my kids and go do whatever I have to do and just live my own life.
Where do you got to be at, Nate, to be able to make that move?
I'm thinking basically like, because I don't have like debt. Like some people have like a bunch of like debt, like a house or I owe some money on my car, but it's not nothing serious. It's a couple grand or whatever. So if I wanted to, I could really just pay that off and just be done with it. By the time I probably am ready to jump over, I'd probably, have that paid off by then. So I'm thinking if I had like, say, just 10 grand sitting in Amazon rolling already, like stock, not like crazy stock, but like stock like it is now, or things are going like they are now, I think I would take the jump.
Yeah, I'd love to see you go full time, man. I think you would kill it if you had that extra time to invest into it.
I mean, even just the money side of things. Like if I had that much, like if I had money like that, like just to be able to go deep in some stuff if I wanted to, versus, like I'll go out and I'll spend 500 on one shopping trip. You know what I mean? But I could have kept going. Like if I either had more trunk space or B, more money. It's either one of the two. So like when we go out and source, I mean, we pack the car. Like my kids will have bags on their laps and the floor will be lined up and the trunk's full and my wife has stuff on her lap because we just go crazy with it.
That's usually how it is. Like when we go to Abilene, we came back, like I say, this time wasn't that good, but I mean we go and I got an SUV, so the back will be packed, and then I got a car top carrier, a hard car top carrier on top that will usually fill up, and then I have a soft pack car top carrier that sometimes I'll add on if I need even more room. That's rolled up underneath the seat and back.
Oh wow.
So I mean we try to make the most of it too. We'll go on a trip and we'll do the same thing. We'll blow between the bins and Plato's Closet and the local thrift stores, and we can't even hit all the thrift stores there in a couple of days. We don't have enough time. We'll blow $400 or $500, and that's a lot of money when you're talking 50% of it is bins,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of stuff too, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot. And that's why I only got to go over there like every month and a half, 2 months, because I come back, and that's why my piles are so big, because it's not like I'm going out and I'm buying 3-4 items a day and not listing them, I'm going and getting piles at a time because I live in a small town. I can't get piles of stuff in a day here.
Yeah.
I can't even hardly fill a shopping cart here between the 2 thrift stores we have. I have to work really hard at that.
Yeah, that was kind of my strategy when I went down to New England to visit Derek, and we went to all those different states sourcing. Was I need to come back with a death pile that's going to get me like at least through the winter without sourcing.
Right.
Not that I have any issue with sourcing because I still source. It just I'm just now getting to the end of everything that I had from Derek's. So, and that was, I left the first week of September, and it's now the first week of December. So I had a solid 2 months worth of listings. Like, and that's with the very beginning. I was basically in the basement, like for 10 hours a day, throwing stuff up on eBay every single day, trying to recoup as much of that, money I spent as possible.
See, like with us, with the winter woes and things like that, it allows me to be picky on eBay. And that's when Amazon really kicks off because people are home buying. So that's really going well with just the everyday stuff and, all the other items, you know what I mean? And the clearance deals are always going to be, jam packed too. So that's why when even when we went garage selling and stuff like that, there was some stuff that I probably could have picked up or maybe should have picked up, after maybe thinking about it. But at the end of the day, like I'm happy not grabbing some questionable things versus, okay, this is going to sell. This is bread and butter. You know what I mean? Everything else. So, but for me to go full time, I know eBay has to carry some of the, load. It's not going to be able to be all Amazon because I don't want Amazon to be only platform because if Amazon would somehow get, somehow get banned for some reason or Amazon gets mad at me for something,
Exactly.
then I'm back to work. Like there's no second option there. I would have to go back to work and go beg my job to come back. So
Don't put
I
all your
hope
eggs
that
in
never
one basket.
right, exactly. I want to have multiple streams like Tommy talks about it and how he does things. I love how that is because you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. If it busts on you, you're not screwed. You know what I mean? You're able to keep doing. Now you can readjust, and now you're focusing more time on streams B, C, and D. They might not be as good as your A, but if you put more time, they could be. So
Right. And that's exactly why I try to develop multiple streams and, even want to invest in other people that need like some capital to work with. It kind of would be like the Marcus Lemonis of small business, to invest and generate streams and invest in other people for a percentage, obviously, because you never know. If I just listed on eBay was my only source and my account would get suspended or anything, eBay's servers get hacked and blown up and they're down for 2 weeks. That would hurt, real bad because that's my income. So I gotta diversify as much as I can because then if something goes on, at least you have other things to get you through and fall back on.
Yeah, I think over the winter, I'm really going to try a few different things. Like right now, as of yesterday, I was winning on 8 storage lockers, which freaked me out because there's no way I'm coming out 8 of them. Right now, I'm winning on 3 of them. So I'm definitely going to get at least one storage locker, like probably by this weekend, unless like people just bid them through the roof. But then I'm also going to get at least one pallet by the end of winter too. So like those are 2 goals that I've set for myself as far as diversifying. A third goal I have is to get my working capital.
well,
Uh-oh.
we lost Anthony.
Oh, how much of that did you guys get?
You said I heard working cap.
Yep, that's what I heard.
Okay. So the third goal is to get my working capital loan paid off so I can get another one to start really diving into wholesale. But yeah, I want to try those 3 things just to kind of do something different than I'm currently doing because.
Currently doing.
All right, this stream doesn't like me anymore. So anyway, I was up all hours at night last night, and I was watching the Family Flips, their last live they did. I think it was like 5 days ago, where they were talking about if you're not trying different things and you're, you're not doing, you're not learning. So I'm constantly trying to improve what I'm doing. So I always set these like attainable goals, like buy a pallet, buy a storage locker, get this loan paid off, obviously, because getting this 15% sucked out of everything that I sell sucks. And I'm sure it sucks for you too, Tommy, with the 30% coming out of everything you sell. But
but I mean, I chose that so it gets paid off faster, and it is. I told Destiny, I was like, our next one, I think we're going to drop to like the 15% because 30 coming right off the top, and then with eBay's, fees and PayPal fees, I'm only getting 50%, and it's like, it's paying it off quick, but it's quite a chunk.
So yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna get into some wholesale with the next one. Not only will that, I'll probably put part of it towards Amazon as far as getting ungated in certain items. Like, because for me, like, I love selling toys. You know what I mean? I love selling video games and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff I'm gated on. Like, the stuff I enjoy selling, like, I can't really sell. I'm selling stuff that's, like, boring as all hell right now. You know what I mean? And for me, it gets monotonous, going and sourcing for those items. Like, I told Nate the other day, like, I don't even bother filming Amazon because, number one, it's boring as hell to watch somebody source for it. But then, number two, I can't even show you what I'm sourcing for. So it's like, all right, guys, we're going into Walmart. And I come back, okay, guys, I got some items,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm bored with trying to make content for it. So, like, really, like, I don't really know. I need to come up with an enjoyable way to do it. Like, I enjoy watching Bearded Picker do Amazon. You know what I mean? But, like, I need to find a way that's enjoyable for me to create it and to share that with people. But and I think being able to get different products that I enjoy might get me a little bit more excited about actually creating content for it, because right now, like, Nate knows the stuff I'm sourcing. Like, seriously, I have zero interest in it. I'm just sourcing it because I can make a buck off a buck. You know what I mean? Like, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff I'm sourcing isn't the sexy stuff you would see maybe on eBay or whatever, but it makes money, and that's all I really care about. You know what I mean? With what I source, if it shows it's going to make X amount of profit, then it is the most sexiest item I've ever seen ever. I love to sell the toys or whatever. Like, don't get me wrong, but that too is very crowded. Like, that's the first thing everyone dives into. So it's hard to. It's a harder area to make money in it, and like for me, when I get engaged, I'm definitely gonna try toys too, but I'm not gonna focus that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be kind of elsewhere. I want to be where everyone else isn't really thinking about or whatever. And I mean, it's gonna take some dabbling and stuff like that to see what that is and what it will be like. But at the end of the day, like, I want whatever I'm going to buy to make as much money, as I can. If it's something that's very, hard to get sales, or once I can, I have to have the product sit, that's eating away at profit. So, you know what I mean? Like, but I can understand what you're saying, because I had the same thought when I started Amazon. Like, I hit the toys instantly, like clearance out toys. Yep. I'm scanning and I'm getting denied and I'm getting frustrated. But, once you find, an area or a few things that do well, like especially after you send them in and they sell right off the bat, once you see that happen, then your thought process will eventually change. It's a total different mindset, business model than you've ever been, used to. And, until you really get the understanding of how or what, that is, then you're going to have days that you're going to be like, I don't even know why I'm doing this anymore. But as I showed you guys on here, this is me doing it one day a week, and then packing maybe the next day. That's all it is. And I'm gated in everything. So I mean, I'm making 150% ROI over 30 days. So whatever I'm investing, I'm making double. Plus some, of course, and I'm happy with it. But we all want to quit our jobs and, like me, to do what we want and be happy. So I can understand why Anthony wants to go towards toys and stuff like that, because that's what he likes. That's what he's passionate about. And I can understand that.
Yeah. But we're coming up on noon here, and Dee's going to get ready to fire up her show here shortly. Dee, if you're in the chat, feel free to drop the link to your show. That way people can follow you over there. I appreciate it. But make sure tonight, guys, you're checking out Victoria and Jenny when they do their brand new Listed or Zip It show. I think that's going to be really cool. Nate has a pretty awesome announcement as far as tomorrow goes.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to have Grimes Finds and What the Hells is hopefully going to be on them. They might not be there tomorrow. I'm not 100% on them, but they should be there tomorrow. It'll be on my channel at 10 Eastern, as most of you know, and I'll put the link in the chat here in 1 second. So everyone who might not be subscribed to me.
I'll be there tomorrow, Nate.
I appreciate that. Grimes Finds is a cool guy. I like him a lot.
Show on Saturdays, the live working show.
Yeah, it's more like it's always on Saturday mostly. It's different times because I try not to step on people's toes, and it depends on when I'm sourcing or if I'm sourcing early or if I source Friday. But usually I source Friday, so I usually do it like at 2 or 3 o'clock, and then it's most of the evening usually.
I won't be able to be there this Saturday, but I'll try and check it out next Saturday.
No problem. There's the link for the live tomorrow, so make sure you click on that. So this way you're going to be able to see the Bearded Wonder and my two compadres.
Touche. Anything you want to share, Tommy?
Yeah, I just dropped in Victoria's link again. So I'd love people to go over there, show her some love, subscribe, hit that bell, get some notifications. Sounds like she's got some good stuff coming out.
Yep.
I'm definitely going to be at least in the chat for the List It and Zip It tonight. It sounds like it's going to be good. I like the concept. I like the idea.
Yeah, definitely. Make sure you guys do subscribe to her though. Like she does really awesome stuff, and a lot of you guys already know the Reselling Addicts, so they do collab videos all the time. So make sure you are subscribed to her. You guys will definitely enjoy it. I promise you that much. As for me, tomorrow I'll either have an 8 a.m. pre-recorded video, or I might just do a working hangout in the afternoon. Maybe both. Just depends on how I feel. Anything you want to share, Victoria, before we jump off?
Just, I hope that you guys join us tonight at 8 p.m. for the, oh crap, what do we call the show? List It or Flip It? No,
Zip It
show.
List It or Zip It.
List It or Zip It, yeah. We do want to flip it, right? List It or Zip It, because it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. And I know that Jenny's really excited about it too.
How long do you think you'll be running for?
I said, because we normally run an hour. So I told Jenny last night, can we do 10 in an hour? And she said, oh, it's probably going to take longer than an hour. So we're just going to run until we get to 10. And then I don't know how long that's going to take us.
Hopefully I can at least catch you in my car while I'm coming home.
The whole time.
Yeah, hopefully I can catch you in my car as I'm coming home. So.
Okay.
And you're where? It's in what, 8 o'clock? What time zone?
Eastern Standard.
Okay.
I'm in Florida, and I think Jenny's in Eastern Standard too. So all of our combined shows are Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, great.
Yep. And then 2 o'clock today, over on my other channel, I will be having Bible study. If anybody wants to come hang out, it's called Flip and Hope. So feel free to come hang out with us. But without further
2 o'clock today.
Yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I saw you post something about that, and I was going to go check it out, and I forgot. So I'm definitely going to go check that out today.
Cool. Sounds good. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. We'll see you all tomorrow morning.
Get that money.